old's your daughter?
Number 6. How about you?
7. Yep. So, just been trying to get her to go this weekend. We do dryland training, and she doing box jumps and going to the She was in a group till Tuesday. She's been out here. It's good. It's as you know, like kids have to learn like what they're being professional and all this stuff. And we don't have like gear game. You have to figure out how to make it happen. It's a good resiliency thing. It's kind of fun.
Got that nice compression on it.
So it's kind of fun to like. I mean, I know she wants to think that she can this, but I'm like, this is. So what do you do on a trip like this? Do you fly it or do you fly in?
We fly. Yeah. Because I think it would have been 14 hours from home. So me, I'm fine. I can do it. My wife's with me. They travel as a team at this end. Yeah. So we don't have anything to do with them. They're all on their own. So yeah, we could have driven, but just as easy to fly. And it makes the trip back home quicker. But we still got to drive from the airport all the way back to Cheyenne, which is about 2 hours.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's a lot of driving.
Right. That's enough for me. Good morning, TC Nation. Welcome to Game 4, final game of the Minnesota NIT Showcase. This morning, Team Colorado set to face off against the Milwaukee Junior Admirals here at the Fogarty Ice Arena in Blaine, Minnesota. Team Colorado coming off a 4-1 victory yesterday against the St. Louis Lady Blues, finally finding a spark of offense in the back of the net. Looking to continue here this morning against the Admirals. Starting for Team Colorado, number 21, Maya Chafetz-Chase. On the right wing, left wing, number 6, Corinne Mainwaring. At center, number 11, Haley Walsh. On the right side, on defense, number 26, Meredith Egan. And on the left side, number 9, Belina Huang. Back in net between the pipes, 0-0, Molly Spinks. Team Colorado unable to hold the zone off this opening faceoff. Milwaukee on the move into the TC end. Egan will scoop up that loose puck back in the far side corner. Short pass to Walsh, now up to Chafetz-Chase. Into the Milwaukee zone on the right side. Chafetz-Chase tied up in the far side corner. Getting some help from Mainwaring. Loose puck back up top for Egan. Fires a quick one in on net, blocked by the Admirals. They'll clear out to center and dump it into the TC zone. Icing waved off. Egan will scoop it up for Team Colorado. Short pass up the near side board from Mainwaring. Stopped there by the Admirals. And now Mainwaring finds Wiedemeyer out at center. Wiedemeyer on the move into the Admiral zone. TC on the chain. Wiedemeyer all alone. Sends one towards the net. Floats across. Admirals will pick that up and move it back out to center. Selena Pugh for Team Colorado finds Sherman here on the left wing. Sherman's gonna fire one towards the net, just goes wide on the deflection. Lena Kelly now out of the far side corner. Shovels one back behind the net, taken there by the Admirals. Admirals clear out to center into the TC zone, broken up there by Pugh. Sherman scoops up that loose puck, gets it to Kelly. Down to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer threading into the Admiral zone. Short pass to Sherman on net. Save made by the Admirals goaltender. Wiedemeyer on the hunt for that rebound. Admirals able to clear. They'll go D-to-D back behind the net. TC on the change, giving the Admirals all kinds of room for the breakout. Looking to get out to center. They'll have to back up just inside their zone. Now passed from the player just off the bench. Admirals moving through center. They'll send one in on Spinks, and she'll glove that one down and hold it for the whistle. 12:57 left to go here in the first period. Scoreless here to begin this game 4 of the Minnesota NIT Showcase. Lila Maciello now with the face-off. Rose Sangchung Pupin and Bella Choi on the wings. Up top for the Admirals, sent back down deep in the zone. Reagan Rieken, along with Maciello, fighting for that puck. Emily Visa now scoops it up for Team Colorado, gets it to Sangchung Pupin. Pass intercepted just out in front of the net. Now back on the stick of Rieken. She'll send it across to Visa in the far side corner. Back to Rieken behind the net. Rieken playing cat and mouse along with Visa. Now up to Sangchung Pupin, who feeds it to Maciello. Maciello now chips it past the Admirals defense, tied up on the play now, picked up by Sangchung Pupin, looking for Choi out front. Couldn't quite connect. Admirals clear, and icing is the call. We'll come back 200 feet back into the Admiral zone for a face-off. To the left side of the Admirals goaltender. Walsh centering Deckers and Brennick now, with Huang and Egan back on the blue line. Admirals trying to take control of that face-off, kept in by Egan. Now Walsh looking for a pass to Deckers, broken up there by the Admirals. Huang steps in and picks up a loose puck here on the near side board, feeds it down to Deckers in the corner, looking for the give and go to Huang. Couldn't quite connect. Admirals clear. Brennick now picks it up inside the TC zone. Short little pass to Egan. Egan's got to back it up behind the TC net. She'll send it up the far side board, looking for Brennick. Couldn't quite connect on that. Admirals punch that deeper into the TC end. Huang now with it out of the near side corner. Short pass to Deckers on the board. Admirals preventing TC from clearing the zone. Deckers will pick it up once more. Short pass to Walsh. Walsh trying to chip that past the Admirals defense. They'll pick it up and regroup back inside their own zone. Admirals looking for the pass out to center, deflected off their own player's skate. Now finally back into the TC zone on the right side, working towards the net. Shot right in on Spinks, and she makes the save for the whistle.
Goalie's name, Doug?
Molly Spinks.
Molly Spinks. Fight today.
Face off in the TC zone to the left of Spinks.
Thank you.
Kelly, Chotvik's chase, and Mainwaring back out now for Team Colorado with Pugh and Riedlinger on the back end. Kelly with a face-off win to Riedlinger. Sends it to Chotvik's chase. Looking to go back to Riedlinger, intercepted there by the Admirals. And Chotvik's chase breaks up that centering pass. Now Kelly from the sideboard works it out to center, back into the Admiral zone they go. Mainwaring on the hunt on the forecheck. Trying to tie up the Admirals player, now back behind the net. Scooped up by the Admirals. Looking for the pass over the far side board. Broken up there by Pugh and Kelly. Sent back down deep into the Milwaukee zone. Kelly picks it up in the far side corner. Now Kelly finds that loose puck out of the skates of the Admirals player, but couldn't quite get a shot off. Admirals on the move, back out through center. Pass picked up there by Mainwaring. Has some room, working into the Admirals zone. Couldn't quite get her on that last defender. TC will have to regroup back towards their own line. Milwaukee causing some trouble for Team Colorado. They get it pushed back deep into the TC zone. Visa now for Team Colorado. Sends it across to Riedlinger back behind the net. Looking for the pass to Sherman. Broken up there by the Admirals. But scooped up by Maciello. Pushed off the puck. Admirals dumped that back down deep into the TC zone. Rieken looking to get it over to Visa. Intercepted there by the Admirals. out of the near side corner. Admirals dump that back down for Rican, picks it up out of the far side corner. Now chipped out to center. Admirals looking for the quick transition back into the TC zone from the slot. Shot in on Spinks, good save. Now picked up by Visa. Emily Visa will go cross ice to Finley Sherman. Sherman now into the Admiral zone from the left side. Shot in on net, glove save made. Chance for a rebound, but quickly covered by the Admirals goaltender and held for the whistle. 9:18 left to go here in the first period. Good, even end-to-end action from both teams here at the Fogarty Ice Arena for Game 4 of the Minnesota NIT Showcase. Walsh centering Choi and Sang-Chung Pupin now. One back to Huang on the point. Shot blocked by the Admirals. Now one-on-one coming back into the TC zone. Trailing winger caught up, took the pass, but good back check there by Egan. Breaks up that play for the Admirals. Now Egan with it back behind the TC net, feeds it over to Huang. Up to Choi, pushed off the puck there. Now Admirals trying to threaten in the slot. Couldn't quite get a shot off. Now picked up by Sang-Chung Pupin. Kept alive at the blue line by the Admirals. Looking for the pass across. Now from the right point. Tipped out front. Dangerous play there. Spink Sharp, though, finds it in traffic and holds on for the whistle. Faceoff will be deep in the TCN to the left of Spinks. Kelly settles in for the faceoff. Brennick and Wiedenmeyer out there for Team Colorado. Kelly battling for it back behind the TC net. Get some help from Huang. I'm sorry, Brennick and Deckers out for Team Colorado. Now Brennick picks up the loose puck just out of the TC blue line. Got it out to center, but quickly pushed back in. Now taken by Egan. Pass to Deckers, intercepted by the Admirals. Back into the TC zone from the slot. Shot blocked there by Meredith Egan. Centering pass now taken by Huang. Huang looking for Brennick over on that far side board. Broken up there by the Admirals. Admirals on the regroup, pushing back towards the TC zone. They'll dump it down deep. Egan will pick it up. Back behind Spinks. Trapped up in the far side corner. Now picked up by Masiello. Lila Masiello, short pass to Deckers, right back to Masiello. Up to Brennick. Pinched off on that far side board. TC having to regroup. Still offside. Team Colorado delayed offside, now cleared out to center. Riedlinger fumbles the puck a bit. Picks it back up on that side board. Loose puck now over here on the near side. Mainwaring trying to sweep that back into the Admiral zone. Admirals off the boards and out to center for Pugh. Backs it up to Mainwaring. She'll chip it down into the Admiral's end. Chocolate Chase on the hunt here on the forecheck. Admirals sweep that up the far side board, picked up by the winger. Now cross-ice pass. Riedlinger breaks that up. In the skate to Riedlinger, kicks it to Masiello, trying to peel out towards the middle. Now taken by the Admirals. They'll push it into the TC zone. They'll go for the change. Pugh with some time. Back inside the TC zone. Looking for the long pass to Chotvick's Chase. Off the mark. Icing is the call. 6:41 left to go here in the first period. Still scoreless. Great chances by both teams at both ends. We'll see who draws first blood. Walsh now centering Wiedenmeyer and Sherman. Shot from the point, just sent wide. Rican goes to Visa back behind the TC net. Visa has some room working through the TC end. Gets some help from Walsh. Walsh off the boards, finds Sherman, or Wiedenmeyer. Wiedenmeyer with it down from the right side. Shot up high. Glove save made by the Admirals goaltender. Wiedenmeyer picks up the rebound, back up top to Visa. Visa puts it back down deep. Picked up by Sherman behind the Admirals net. Tied up by two Admirals players. Wiedenmeyer steps in trying to help dig out that puck. Admirals will pick it up out of the near side corner. Pass across the middle, blocked there by Walsh, but picked up by the Admirals once more. Now Wiedenmeyer Good play to break up that advance. Short pass. That was Rieken broke up that play. Wiedemeyer with the shot. Admirals able to clear back out to center. Push back into the Admiral zone. TC going for the change. Choi with Sang-Chung Pupin trying to break up that advance there by the Admirals. Now Visa through center pushes it into the Admiral zone. Kelly on the hunt, ties it up in the near side corner, picks up that puck, looking for a centering pass, but broken up there by the Admirals. Now they're back on the move into the TC zone here on the right side. A nifty move around Huang, shot in on Spinks from the angle, and a save made and held for the whistle. Faceoff will be deep in the Team Colorado zone. Masiello now centering Deckers and Brennick. Faceoff won by the Admirals, back up top to the right side point. Now picked off there by Belina Huang. Has some room here, pushing into the Admiral zone, trying to get around that last defender. Couldn't quite make it. Now Admirals back in control inside their own zone. Pass to the middle, broken up there by TC. Deckers trying to get that back down deep into the Admiral zone, couldn't quite make it. Now the Admirals are in TC territory. Egan back behind Spinks, feeds Brennick on the far side board. Brennick's gonna flip that one out to center. Admirals looking for the regroup now, picked up by Masiello with some help from Brennick. Admirals now back in just inside their own zone. Long. 2-on-1 here developing for the Admirals. Pass over to the left side, couldn't quite get a shot off with much on it now. Admirals in control back behind the TC net. Long trying to push Admirals player off the puck, gets some help from Masiello now. Long picks up the loose puck, kept in at the blue line by the Admirals. Brennick able to scoop that back out to center. Now TC will regroup back inside their own zone. From the near side corner, Admirals looking for the centering pass. Short little backhand, save made by Spinks. And Brennick now trying to push that back out to center. Egan's going to sweep that around to the near side board for Deckers. Deckers chips it out to center, giving TC a breather and a chance for a change. Now Chofix Chase intercepts a pass out near the blue line, trying to get a shot off, couldn't quite get much on the backhand. Now, from the far side corner, Mainwaring couldn't quite keep a handle on that puck. Milwaukee connecting a couple of passes out to center. Back into the TC zone, picked up there by Pugh. Pugh pressured by two Admirals players, gets some help from Walsh. Back to Pugh. A little bit of room for Pugh, connects the pass to Mainwaring. Here on the near side, Mainwaring working into the Admiral zone. Short pass to Walsh. Walsh looking for Chofix Chase across. Admirals player had her tied up there. Chofix Chase though back with the puck. Short pass out front, deflected there by the Admirals goaltender. Riedlinger now looking for the shot, deflected off a leg from the Admirals player. And the Admirals able to clear out to center, relieving the pressure inside their own zone. Really quick pass up to Mainwaring. Finds Walsh. Walsh into the Admiral zone, gets around one. Short shot low, picks up her own rebound, now feeds it back up to Riedlinger. Riedlinger couldn't quite keep a handle on that. Admirals up, able to clear off the center. Now Wiedemeyer being pressured by the Admirals. Kelly now back into the Admiral zone from the left side, looking for some help. Taken down in the corner. Sherman scoops up that loose puck. Back up top for Rieken. Back down low for Kelly. Lena Kelly now will feed it back up top to Emily Visa. Kelly now back behind the net, takes the feed from Visa. Centering pass! Not quite on the stick of Wiedemeyer. Admirals able to break that up, and they'll push it back down deep into the TC zone. Rieken recovers from the near side corner, feeds it around to Visa. Has Wiedemeyer there also. TC trying to get that chip back out to center, tied up in front of the TC bench. Admirals come away with it. Shot from afar, harmless, goes wide left. Visa now for Team Colorado. Dances around Admirals player, working towards center. Pass off the mark, intercepted there by the Admirals. Sherman does the same. Now pushing back into the Admirals zone here on the left side. Pass broken up there by the Admirals. They're trying to send it up the near side board. Masiello gets a stick on it, but not enough to break up that momentum. Admirals back into the TCN on the far side. Rican trying to keep that play to the outside. Rubs off the Admirals player. Back behind Spinks. 50 seconds remaining here in the first period. Admirals threatening late here inside the TC zone. They'll send it back down deep into the near side corner. Masiello working with Choi. Now, quick shot from the short. Hop there. Saves made by Spinks. Rebound kicked out to the side. Masiello feeds it up the far side board for Sangchung Pupin. Admirals tie that up. They'll come away with it. Work it up top to their point. Floats over for a shot. It had eyes, but just wide right. Visa now from the near side corner. Pass pressure from the Admirals forecheckers. Back up top to the left side point. They'll send it back down deep. 5 seconds left to go in the first period. Visa will tie it up. Get some help from Masiello. Masiello, same thing, will just tie it up. And that'll do it for the first period. Both teams remain deadlocked at 0. And we'll have a 20-minute break for an ice make. We'll be back for second period action at Faury Ice Rink.
Are they playing it?
That's so good hockey. That's what it should be.
That was good
Every
end to
game.
end.
Yeah. Every game just needs to be like that.
Yeah. It was non-stop. I mean, that was a quick period.
That was great.
Yeah.
Few whistles. Both teams like have a similar style. It's fun to watch.
They do, yeah.
That's why it's good.
Yeah. It's almost going to be whoever draws first blood.
It might be one.
Might be it.
Grandpa, how are you? Not at all. So it's just as good.
ladies in blue are firing up for the start of this second period. Team Colorado will start with Walsh, Mainwaring, and Choptic Chase up front. Rican and Visa on the back end, and Molly Spinks to my left. Both teams set for the face-off, opening the second period. Walsh ties it up off the dot. Milwaukee comes away with possession, pushing into the TC zone. Quick shot on Spinks. Save made. Rebound kicked out. Milwaukee still with possession. One fired at the net, blocked by Choptic's Chase. And a very strong laser of a shot from Milwaukee. Beats Spinks short side high. The Admirals open the scoring here in the second period. What a shot from the Milwaukee Admirals. Just 15 seconds into the opening of the second period. Both teams reset for the draw. Coach Locke's making a change. Sherman, Wiedenmeyer, and Kelly now out for Team Colorado. Milwaukee pushes that back down into the TC end on the far side. Trapped up in the corner, Sherman now chips it up off the glass and outside for a stoppage in play. Faceoff will be inside the TC zone to the left of Spinks. Kelly set for the draw. Tied up. TC will end up with possession off that faceoff. Wiedenmeyer will back it up to Rican. Rican back behind Spinks. Peels back towards the far side, connects a pass to Sherman. Sherman looking to go across to Wiedenmeyer, broken up there by the Admirals. Trying to push back into the TC zone. Now Wiedenmeyer takes a pass from Rican. Good stick there by the Admirals. Good thing Visa was there to pick it up. Now out front, Sherman just out of reach, trying to kick that towards the net. Admirals keep that out of trouble, and they're back to work out at center, pushing into the TC zone. Entering on the right side. Sherman puts up a brick wall against the Admirals player. I think took more of the brunt of that, but broke up the play nonetheless. And Rican now streaking into the Admirals zone on the far side, has it stolen off of her stick. Now Admirals will chip it out to center. Visa will collect it. She'll send it back down into the Admiral zone. Brennick on the hunt here on the forecheck. Short pass looking for Deckers. Deckers couldn't quite handle that. And now the Admirals back out to center. Just inside the TC zone. Visa peels back towards the near side board looking for Brennick. A little too hot to handle for Piper Brennick. Now the Admirals on their regroup, they'll connect some passes out at center. Back into the TC zone on the right side. Centering pass broken up there by Visa. Bouncing puck and loose from the side. And the Admirals strike again. There's too much forward momentum. And TC now with a 2-goal deficit against the Milwaukee Junior Admirals with 12:56 left to go in the second period. Walsh, Sangchung, Pupin, and Choi now out for Team Colorado. Egan and Huang on the back end. Admirals once again with possession off the face-off. They'll chip it down into the TC end on the right side. Picked up by Egan. Feeds it up to Choi. Pass off the mark to Walsh. Admirals back down deeper into the TC zone. Now picked up by Helena Huang. Choi unable to get that cleared out to center. Admirals now fire one towards the net, goes wide left. TC seems to be a bit back on their heels now. Shot from the point. Spinks gets a bit of a glove on that, pushes it outside. Choi battling along with Walsh on that far side board. Now kick down lower, Egan. 14 Colorado feeds it up to Choi on the side board. Admirals doing a good job of trapping up that puck over there on the far side board. TC unable to solve it with their breakout. Egan leaves it for Huang. Huang finally just relieves the pressure, sends it down the length of the ice, and icing will be the call with 11:54 left to go here in the second period. Face-off will be to the left of Spinks. Kelly, Mainwaring, and Chotvics Chase now for Team Colorado. Pugh and Riedlinger on the back end. Face-off one over to Riedlinger. Back behind the net, Pugh picks it up for Team Colorado. Pushed off the puck. Now Pugh and Kelly come together with the Admirals player. Chipped out towards the middle now. Chotvics Chase takes a short pass from Riedlinger. She's on the move into the Admirals zone. Stick check there though on entry. And the Admirals send that back out to center into the TC zone. Through the middle, looking for the shot. Good effort there by Kelly to break up and prevent any kind of shot at the net. Pugh now working with Kelly back behind the TC goal line. Kicked out to the middle. Admirals player all alone. Didn't quite get enough shot on that. Now kicked out to center. Mainwaring trying to break that up with Chotvics Chase. Admirals turning that right back around into the net. Dangerous deflection up top over Spinks' head. Now Kelly takes a pass. Feeds it to Chotvics Chase. Kelly and Mainwaring going for the change. Chotvics Chase is all alone down and draws a penalty. Admirals are going to see the game's first penalty. A hooking call will put Team Colorado on the power play and hopefully on the scoreboard. 10:43 left to go in the second period. TC gets the game's first power play, and they're going to call a quick timeout as Coach Locks works up some strategy for the ladies in blue. Coaching staff has TC settled down now. Get back to their game. Spirit's still high. Team Colorado looking to get on the board here on the game's first power play. A hooking liner penalty to the Admirals with 10:43 left to go in the second period. Haley Walsh, Maya Chotvics Chase, Lena Kelly up front for Team Colorado on the power play. Emily Visa and Selena Pugh get the nod on the back end.
Still working on the penalty on the clock.
Waiting for the timekeepers to get the clock settled here.
Ref now will help with the penalty. It's a good referee. They hop in the box.
Right? Can't you guys get this right? There we go. Okay, 2 minutes up on the board. We're ready for action. Face-off to the right of the Admirals goaltender, Walsh. Set for the draw. Ties it up. Kelly digs it out. Feeds it back to Pugh. Pugh from the left side goes across to Visa. Now down to Chotvics Chase. Back up top for Visa. Back to Chotvics Chase on the right side. Looking forward closer to that. Walsh unable to take that pass. Bounces back to Visa. Now to Pugh. Cross ice to Chotvics Chase. Had the goaltender all the way. Just too hot to handle for Chotvics Chase. Admirals able to clear it down the length of the ice. Now Visa goes back to Pugh. Admirals penalty killer causing some trouble. Pugh now. Long pass up to Lena Kelly. Kelly on the far side. Settles it down, gets it back to Pugh. Pugh floats down from the left side. Shot blocked there by the Admirals. Walsh digging for it. Now back up top for Visa. She's going to fire one. Save made by the Admirals goaltender. Now Pugh chips it back up top for Visa. Just bouncing puck. Couldn't quite be handled. TC forced to regroup back out at center. They'll chip it into the Admirals zone. Admirals will pick that right back up and send it down the length of the ice. 45 seconds remaining in the power play for Team Colorado. Visa sidesteps one Admirals penalty killer now to Pugh. Backhand pass finds Huang. Galena Huang now. Back into the Admiral zone, up top for Visa. Across to Masiello. Sherman now back behind the Admirals net, feeds it to Huang. Drops it for Sherman. Sherman out of the corner. Up top to Visa. Back to Huang. Now across, looking for Masiello. Off the boards. Visa now back to Masiello from the left side. Masiello fires a shot. Save made by the Admirals goaltender. Back up top for Visa. In the middle, low hard shot looking for the deflection. Almost bounced back up front. Admirals back to full strength. And it's out to center. Admirals player trying to take advantage of a tired power play group. They chip it out over the glass before a stoppage in play. A couple shots, but no success on the power play for Team Colorado. 8:31 left to go here in the second period. Milwaukee Junior Admirals up 2-0 over Team Colorado as we reach the midpoint of the second period. TC pushing that face-off back down into the Admiral zone. They'll go back behind their net. Brennick, Mainwaring, and Walsh get the nod with Huang and Egan after the unsuccessful power play attempt. Huang digging for it, gets some help from Walsh. Walsh out at center, kicks it up to her stick now for Brennick. Puts one in on net. Admirals goaltender will lock that one up and hold for the whistle. Face off to the left of the Admirals goaltender. Pugh and Riedlinger now out on the blue line for Team Colorado. Walsh ties up that draw. Brennick searching for it. Gets it on her stick. Trying to go back up top. Intercepted there by the Admirals. Riedlinger's going to punch that back down into the TC zone, or Admiral zone. Admirals player fans on that pass attempt. Sent out front. Now Brennick with a short chance. A couple saves made there by the Admirals goaltender. Now Admirals pushing back into the TC zone. Riedlinger picks it up back behind Spinks. She'll dump it back to Pugh in the far side corner. Selena Pugh with it. Short pass up to Kelly. Kelly pushed off the puck in front of the timekeeper's box. Admirals will regroup just inside their own zone. Deflected up high. Pugh grabs that for Team Colorado. Now picked up by the Admirals. Back into the TC zone. Now a little bit of room for the Admirals. Taking down the play, and Team Colorado this time will get the gate as the Admirals player was swept off her feet on a diving play from Team Colorado. Pugh's going to sit 2 in the sin bin for tripping on that exchange. But a good penalty to take as the Admirals were threatening on the doorstep of Spinks. Face off to the right of Spinks inside the TC zone. Admirals win that face off. They'll send it back down on the near side board, back up top now. Shot from afar, deflected, and a rebound. That's number 3, power play goal for the Admirals. Some quick puck movement and a strong shot, low and hard, generating a rebound chance. Admirals find their 3rd tally on the power play, just 9 seconds into the penalty to Pugh. 6:56 left on the board. TC now in a 3-goal deficit against the Admirals. Searching for some answers. Masiello, Wiedemeyer, and Sherman now for Team Colorado. Rieken and Visa back on the points. Admirals take control after that face-off. Chipping it into the TC zone. Rieken goes across to Visa. Visa looking for some room. It's past the second Admirals player, punching into the Admiral zone from the left side. Fires a shot. Masiello looking for that bouncing puck, almost with a chance. Save made by the Admirals goaltender. Now Sherman from up top. Fans on the pass. Admirals pick that off. Now out to center. Admirals back into the TC zone. Good stick there by B. Wiedemeyer. Pulls that away. Now short pass fed to Masiello. Couldn't quite get a deflection on that. Sherman feeds it up the far side board to Rieken. Now back to Wiedenmeyer. Wiedenmeyer looking for some room for a shot. Now Wiedenmeyer has it back. Bruce Buck once more. Visa fires one. And somehow Admirals goaltender comes up with a huge save on a solid 2-3 chances there for Team Colorado. And keeps TC off the board with 6 minutes exactly remaining in the second period. Walsh, Chotfix, Chase, and Mainwaring now out 14 Colorado. Egan and Huang back on the points. Shot from Egan wide left. Picked up by Walsh. Walsh pushes it back down below the net. Admiral sweep that up near side board. Chotfix, Chase trying to find Walsh. Now the Admirals back out to center. Into the TC zone. Center pass off the mark. Chotfix, Chase working with Walsh here on the near side. Back up top for the Admirals. Shot fired, blocker saved by Spinks. Now back up top once more for the Admirals. Center pass picked off there by now. Mainland stick lifted. Shot from Admirals, and Spinks makes another save. Now back up top for the Admirals, throwing one back towards the net. Walsh breaks up that advance now from the right side. Shot deflected high over the TC net. Egan, with some help from Walsh, digging for that puck up against the boards in the corner. Now punch free. Admirals with control back behind. Centering pass. Once more, still loose right in front of Spinks. Walsh dumps an Admirals player, and net is off its pegs for a stoppage in play, and probably a good thing as the Admirals were threatening on the back door of Spinks. Face-off will be to the left of Spinks, deep inside the TC zone. Kelly, Choi, and Sangchung Pupin out for Team Colorado. Choi trying to get that chipped out to center. Admirals turn that right back down into the TC zone. Riedlinger back behind the TC net. Clears it out down the length of the ice, and that'll have enough legs for an icing call here against Team Colorado. Face-off will be 200 feet back into the TC zone to the right of Spinks. Another set of fresh legs out for Team Colorado. Masiello, Brennick, and Deckers. Hugh and Riedlinger on the back end. Admirals take control of that face-off. They'll punch it down back behind Spinks. Admirals come out toward firing a centering pass. No shot there. Deckers now will clear it out to center. That'll make its way down into the Admiral zone. Brennick picks up off the forecheck. Quick pass looking for Deckers. Couldn't quite connect. Now Masiello, short pass to Riedlinger. Across the Pew. Pew fires one. Low and hard. Goes just wide. Now Masiello out of the near side corner. Get some help from Brennick. Brennick chips the short one to Deckers. Deckers looking for the pass. Back up top to the point. Hit just enough stick of the Admirals to break that up. Now Milwaukee able to clear. They have a winger here on the left side. Shot fired just over the net. That was a laser. And now the Admirals a little too eager on the change. We'll get a too many women on the ice penalty with 3:36 left to go here in the second period, putting Team Colorado back on the power play. Gets you every time.
Yeah, it gets you every time. Doug and I totally agree with it. I wish you knew if Doug and I could, like, we get a mic on Doug and I would just go back and work on the broadcast. That's who we
Good combo. Face off to the right of the Admirals goaltender, deep in their territory. Kelly wins that back to Pugh. Kelly out of the corner looking for Walsh out front. Also Chotfix Chase here on the right side. Feeds it over to Maya. Back up top to Visa. Visa back to Chotfix Chase from the right side, looking for the shooting lane. Still gets it through. Chotfix Chase still with possession. Good work there by Maya Chafix-Chase holding on to that puck. Now Visa back to Chafix-Chase has more of a lane looking for the shot now across to Pugh. Pugh fires one low and hard. Save made by the Admirals goaltender. Kelly now back to Pugh. Pugh from the left side. Back down to Kelly. Kelly pass off the mark right to the Admirals player. Walsh couldn't quite hold the line. Admirals pushing back out to center ice. Looking for the far shot. They'll go for the change. Visa now has some room. Working her way out of the TC zone. Drops it to Pugh. Pugh gets tied up on the play on a stick from the Admirals. Visa now feeds it up for Walsh. Walsh into the Admiral zone. Drops it for Chafix-Chase. Working over here on the right side. Back up top to Visa. Back to Chafix-Chase. One-timer shot just wide. Now Pugh pushes it back down for Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer ties it up back behind the Admirals net. Feeds it to Chafix-Chase from the right side. Across to Masiello. Masiello's pass just off the mark behind Chafix-Chase. Think that had a bit of a deflection there. Now Egan from the right side fires a low hard one. Hits the foot of the Admirals player. But gains it back now. Wiedemeyer from the right side. Penalty almost expiring for the Admirals. Team Colorado still unable to solve the Admirals goaltender here on a second power play. Now, Masiello with a shot. Still loose. Masiello digs it free. Pass it in the far side corner, tied up by Admirals player. Masiello still with it. Looking for a centering pass. Couldn't quite feed it out front. Now Walsh drops it for Masiello. Masiello backs it up to Egan. Meredith Egan has the shooting lane, fires a shot up high, save made by the Admirals goaltender. Now Masiello once more out of the corner, feeds it up top for Egan and sneaks just outside the blue line, offside the call. 1:06 left to go in the second period. Still a goose egg on the board for Team Colorado, even though we have a second power play. Kelly, Mainwaring, and Sherman now out for Team Colorado. Visa and Rican on the back end. Rican, short pass from Visa, sends it around to the near side board. Mainwaring trying to free that puck out of the corner. Kelly picks it up, back behind Spinks. Chips it out to center. Milwaukee looking for the regroup. Now picked up by Kelly. Back to Rican. Across to Visa. Now goes cross ice to Kelly. Kelly pushing into the Admiral zone on the left side. Down in the corner, 28 seconds left to go in the second period. Kelly short pass to Sherman. Sherman's shot deflected up high into the netting for a stoppage in play. 22.1 seconds remaining here in the second period. TC with a face-off to the right of the Admirals goaltender. Plenty of time for a spark of life here to end the second period. Admirals take possession of the face-off. Chafix-Chase, Walsh, and Wiedemeyer for Team Colorado. Visa and Rican still out on the back end. Chafix-Chase trying to dig that puck free over on the right side board. Shot from Walsh, blocked out front, trying to take a second swipe at it. Couldn't quite get enough on it, and that'll do it for the second period. Milwaukee, with the offensive explosion early in the second frame, takes a 3-0 lead into the third and final period here in Blaine, Minnesota at the Fogarty Ice Arena, Game 4 of the Minnesota NIT Showcase.
that thing's hot.
It is. I'm cooking. Yeah.
I am. I'm like,
I mean, yeah, normally like zipped up, hood up, like, no. It's warm. Both teams ready to get this third and final period underway here in this last game. 15 minutes left on the board for TC to show some signs of life. The 19s group cheering on. The 16s, 14 Colorado. Kelly, Sherman, Wiedemeyer, Riedlinger, and Pugh start the third frame, and Spinks ready between the pipes to my right. Admirals take possession off of opening faceoff of the third period. Wiedemeyer intercepts that pass, pushes it back into the Admirals zone. From the left side, Admirals moving the puck back into the TCN. Riedlinger, now 14 Colorado, back behind Spinks. Looking for Sherman. Riedlinger takes it back, pushes it out to center. Kelly trying to pick that puck free. And now Pugh steps in, grabs that loose puck, broken up there by the Admirals. They're back into the TC zone there. Good play by Riedlinger. Breaks up that advance. Looking for Wiedemeyer over on the right side. Couldn't quite connect. Now Pugh, 14 Colorado. Pass up to Riedlinger, or to Wiedemeyer on the sideboard. Wiedemeyer hops out for the change. Kelly now, and Brennick just off the bench, digging for that puck. Admirals come away with it. They'll chip it back into the TC zone here on the near side. Riedlinger picks it up back behind Spinks. Brennick will collect it over there on the far side board. Runs into some pressure from the Admirals. Admirals come away with it now from the sharp angle. Shot blocked there by Riedlinger. Takes a spill along with an Admirals player. And now Masiello taken down as well in the corner. Quick shot, save made by Spinks. Good stick by Pugh. That had eyes for the back of the net on that rebound chance, but Pugh prevented that one from crossing the goal line. Now Brennick tripped up at center ice, and that'll draw another penalty here against the Admirals. Maybe third time's a charm for the power play for Team Colorado. The tripping call against Milwaukee gives Team Colorado a power play here to start the third frame. 13:21 left to go here in the third period.
1:32 left.
Haley Walsh, Maya Chopix Chase, Lena Kelly out for Team Colorado on the power play unit with Pugh and Visa on the back end. Kelly with the draw. In the skates, now Chopix Chase gets it back to Visa across to Pugh. Pugh fires a quick one, save made by the Admirals goaltender, and held for the whistle. Kelly was waiting for a rebound opportunity there. No joy. Now face off to the right of the Admirals puck stopper.
I have a camera over on the bench. I can't hear him, but I got a camera. Coach Rob says, I'd like to check on that the clock did not start.
Yeah, I don't think that was just 2 seconds.
Yeah. Which is an easy fix.
Yeah.
Take a ballpark guess. 15. Probably in between 15 and 20 seconds. Actually, it was probably a minute and 58 seconds.
Nice try.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been 15, maybe 10, 15.
Rounding up?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's a 10 to 15
I would
seconds.
say 10 seconds. Yeah. Because it came right, they got kind of that little tie up, came over 13, she gets the shot, puck kind of dies there. 10, 12 seconds is probably.
Started burning some time off. Right. Don't really know what the linesman's argument is.
Yeah. That they can't figure out how to change it. But to your idea, just right now,
Just
about
started
10
running
seconds.
off.
Yeah. Doug and I have solved it from up here. If they need to talk to us, we're available.
Some time disputes. Only 2 seconds had burned off the penalty clock, and looks like they're going to roll with it. Kelly. Pugh picks up that loose puck now. Chotwick's chase across to Visa. Now to Pugh down on the left side. Pugh now looking for the lane. Fires a quick one, hits a leg pad out in front of the net. Admirals trying to clear that. Deflected up into the netting. And we'll have a face-off still inside the Admirals zone to the left of their goaltender. Kelly back with the draw. This time Admirals win that clean back to the corner. Kelly will pick it up on the sideboard, back to Visa. Now to Chotwick's chase, back to Visa once more. Up top now to Chotwick's chase off the sideboard. Nice backdoor pass, Selena Pugh! Power play goal, third time is a charm for Team Colorado. Beautiful feed from Maya Chotwick's chase to Selena Pugh. Waiting all alone on the back door. TC now showing some signs of life with some power play success here in the early frame of the third period. Masiello, Sherman, and Wiedemeyer now for Team Colorado. Wiedemeyer trying to take possession off that face-off. Admirals regrouping just inside their blue line. Pass connected through center into the TC zone. Going up towards the high slot. Sent towards the net. Had a Admirals player all alone. Couldn't connect there though. Now digging forward in the near side board. Egan will pick it up for Team Colorado. Reverses it looking for Huang. Goes up to Sherman. Sherman to Masiello. Couldn't quite handle that bouncing pass. Admirals will pick it up deep inside their own zone. Over on the far side corner, Masiello digging for it along with Wiedemeyer. Admirals come away with possession. They'll take it back behind their net. Now moving through center, looking for the pass out of center ice. Icing waved off here. Egan will pick it up inside the TC zone. Huang battling with an Admirals player. Gets it kicked up to Sherman. Sherman connects with Wiedemeyer. Has it checked off her stick. Now Admirals quickly back towards the TC zone, picked off there by Melina Huang. She'll send it in on the Admirals goaltender. Now from the near side corner, Kelly digging for it along with Choi. Bella Choi almost had a stick on that. Now Kelly grabs it, looking to punch it in there on the off the post. Admirals goaltender gets a glove on it and holds it for the whistle. 11:26 left to go here in the third period. Team Colorado with the power play goal and now out shooting the Admirals 22-17 as far as the timekeepers are concerned. Face-off taken by Team Colorado. Pass intercepted there by the Admirals. They're through center back into the TC zone. Rican for Team Colorado. Feeds it up to Sang-Chung Pupin. She'll chip it out to center. Taken there by the Admirals. Regrouping back inside their own zone. Now stopped short there by Choi, causing some issues. Admirals regain possession. Now through center into the TC zone on the right side. Shot fired in on net. Save made by Spinks and held for the whistle. Team Colorado breathing some life into this game off the power play goal, trying to maintain that momentum. Gained off their first tally of the game. Walsh with the face-off. Deckers and Brennick on the wings. And an odd shot right off the face-off. Beats Spinks, stick side high. Milwaukee answers right back. Puts their 3-goal lead back on the board. Now 4-1 Admirals over Team Colorado. Quick response from Milwaukee. Gives them their 4th goal of the game. Mainwaring, Chotwick's chase, and Masiello now out for Team Colorado. Admirals pushing into the TC zone. Gets around Pugh in the slot, shot just up high and wide. Now back behind Spinks. Pugh picks it up for Team Colorado. Sends it back around for Riedlinger. Over on the far side, Riedlinger, short pass up to Chopix Chase. Bouncing puck, hops over Chopix Chase's stick. Now Pugh collects it at the TC blue line. Gets some room. Stick check though on that advance. And now Admirals, short little pass, has some room. Saved by Spinks on the breakaway. Now picked up by Masiello out of the corner. Masiello fans on the pass, now kicks a short one up to Mainwaring. Mainwaring into the Milwaukee zone. Across the Chopix Chase. Roped up there just inside the blue line. Now Admirals back to work in the TC zone on the left side. Working back behind Spinks. Now from the near side. Good stick there by Kelly. Breaks up that advance and it floats down into the Admiral zone. TC going for the change. Kelly all alone in on the forecheck. Admirals have to reverse that around to the near side. Off the glass, kept in by Huang. Huang's got a lane. Fires a shot, deflected out front by Sherman. And now a little extracurricular in front of the net. Wiedmeyer gets dumped. And Milwaukee's going to get the gate on that exchange in front of the net. And that'll put Team Colorado back on the power play once more with 9:18 left to go here in the third period. Roughing will be the call against the Admirals. And we'll have a face-off deep inside the Admiral zone to the right of their puck stopper. Kelly, Walsh, Chopix Chase, Visa, and Pugh. Power play one out for Team Colorado. Looking to replicate the success of the previous power play. Kelly gets that back to Chopix Chase, to Visa. Visa now at the top. Works it down to Pugh on the left side. Pugh looking for that cross-ice pass, blocked by traffic out front. And now the Admirals able to clear back into the TC zone. Visa collects it in the near side corner. Short pass to Pugh. Deflected up high, cross-ice over to Chopix Chase. Collects it in front of the TC bench. Back into the Admiral zone from the far side. Feeds it up top to Visa. Back to Chopix Chase. Chase fires one high over the net. And that has enough legs to make its way out to center, forcing TC to regroup. Pugh now has a little bit of room over here on the left side, makes her way into the Admiral zone. Back up top for Visa. Visa back to Pugh. Pugh from the left side, fires a shot. Deflected wide by traffic out front. Now Chopix Chase didn't quite get that inside the zone. 56 left to go in the power play for Team Colorado. Pugh sends it to Visa. Visa immediately pressured there by Admirals penalty killer. Now up to Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer into the Admiral zone on the right side. Stop short in the corner, waiting for reinforcements. Milwaukee able to clear, sends it down into the TCN. 30 seconds left to go in the power play for Team Colorado. Egan out of the far side corner, feeds it up to Huang. Across to Sherman, up to Masiello. Lila Masiello in the Admiral zone from the left side. Across to Huang. Huang looking for the lane. Fires one in on net. Stopped there by the Admirals goaltender. Now Egan collects it over on the far side board. Down to Belina Huang. Back up top to Egan. Down low to Sherman. Back up top for Egan. And across for Masiello. Masiello looking for the cross-ice pass to Huang. Stop there, and Admirals back to full strength now. Chipped off the glass, just out the center. Wiedmeyer picks it up for Team Colorado. Chips it just inside the Admiral zone. They'll collect it and regroup. Pass connected out at center. They'll dump it back down into the TC zone. Just under 7 minutes now to go here in the third period. Admirals still up by a score of 4-1 over Team Colorado. Cleared out to center. Admirals regrouping just inside their own zone. Stopped short there by Kelly out at center. And now the Admirals will get that chip back into the TC zone. Visa for Team Colorado. Backs it up to Choi here on the near side. Choi looking for Kelly, couldn't quite keep a handle on that. Pass was deflected by the Admirals player. Now Visa battling for it on the near side board. Gets some help from Choi. Choi trying to advance it through center, gets it into the Admiral zone. Now from the left side, pass across, looking for Sanchong Pupin. Deflects one towards the net, just wide. And now Visa breaks up the pass attempt by the Admirals and dumps it back down into their zone. Now Sanchong Pupin couldn't quite get it chipped low into the Admirals zone. Admirals will back it up, waiting for their change. Visa almost picked off the pass, but the Admirals now short goal 2-on-1. Now in on Spinks, shot. Save made by Spinks. What a glove save by Molly Spinks. Flashes the leather and holds on for the whistle. 5:41 now left to go here in the third. Face up to the right is Spinks. Walsh centering Deckers and Brennick. Admirals with control off that face-off. Visa working back behind the net. Picks up possession, and now Team Colorado will get the gate for a tripping call. That'll put the Admirals on the power play. Walsh with the infraction back behind the net. Will get 2 minutes. And the Admirals will have some power play time with 5:31 left to go here in the third period. Brennick with the face-off, along with Deckers on the penalty kill, Riedlinger and Pugh for Team Colorado. Brennick's clearing attempt kept in by the Admirals. Now shot from the point, hits a couple feet out front, loose puck, still loose, and Spinks finds it and holds on for the whistle. Not sure how she found that, but somehow finds it and keeps it on the right side of the red line. Face off to the left of Spinks. Once more, Brennick with the draw. Picks up the loose puck out of the feet. Gets it cleared down into the Admiral zone. 25 seconds gone on the penalty to Walsh. Brennick intercepts pass attempt, pushes it deeper into the Admiral zone. Deckers also pressuring. Now Brennick working it over here on the near side board. Deckers now, short little pass to Brennick. Sends one towards the net, taken there by the Admirals. Broken up once more by Deckers. Deckers and Brennick. Awesome penalty kill efforts here in this third frame. Puck picked up out of the near side corner by the Admirals. And they're through center, back to work into the TC zone. Less than a minute remaining in the penalty to Walsh. Riedlinger, clearing attempt blocked there by the Admirals defense. Now Wiedmeyer able to grab it, sends it down the length of the ice. Sherman's going to get there first for Team Colorado. Traps it up back behind the Admirals net, pulled off the puck. And the Admirals takes a weird bounce off the stanchion in the glass. Admirals recover. Now a short pass to the near side. Cross ice over to the far side wing. Working their way into the TC zone, back behind Spinks. Now picked off there by the stick of Egan. Clearing attempt stopped there by the Admirals, back up top with their left point. Just 10 seconds left. Now Wiedmeyer's got a chance. Deflected a shot. Wiedmeyer in alone. Couldn't quite solve it. Tried to chip one back at the goaltender. And Wiedmeyer with a golden opportunity just couldn't finish. But still not giving up. Walsh now. TC is back full strength. Walsh fires one in on the Admirals goaltender. Save made and held for the whistle. Wiedmeyer with a short-handed breakaway opportunity. That one's going to haunt her tonight. But a good chance generated nonetheless. Team Colorado. Walsh, Mainwaring, and Chotvik's chase now for TC. Just over 3 minutes left to go here in the game. Visa trying to pin it up right in front of the TC bench. Get some help from Chotvik's chase. Admirals Trying to push that into the TC zone just inside. Now dumping attempt, hits a TC stick. Rican picks it up off the near side board, sends it around to Visa. Short pass up to Chotvick's Chase. Back to Visa. Over to Rican from the near side corner. Around to the near or far side for Visa. Stopped short there by the Admirals winger now. Rican and Visa still working the puck back and forth up to Chotvick's Chase now on the far side. Looking for the long pass, Mainwaring off the mark. Rican will have to pick it up inside the TC zone once more. Up to Mainwaring here on the near side. Works her way across the middle. Rule one couldn't quite keep possession. Now Admirals back out to center. Into the TC zone. Couldn't quite find it for a shot. Visa working with Chotvick's Chase now from up top on the right side from the point. Dumped down into the TC zone. Rican battling two Admirals players for it back behind Spinks. Rican with the chop of the stick on the Admirals player. And we'll get the gate, and that's probably going to do it here for Team Colorado. That'll put the Admirals back on the power play to end this game. Rican with a slashing penalty. Definitely puts Colorado back on their heels to finish this game off. Admirals with a commanding 4-1 lead. Face off inside the TC zone. Sengchong Pupin out to kill this along with Choi. Hugh and Riedlinger on the back end. Admirals working across the top. Shot from afar, hits traffic out front. Riedlinger trying to clear, kept in by the Admirals. From the left side, Admirals working over to the right. Shot blocked by Sengchong Pupin, and it'll make it outside the blue line, forcing the Admirals to regroup. Now back in, out to center. Admirals regrouping once more. Connecting a pass over here on the right side, pushing towards the TC net. Back behind Spinks now, to the left. Now over to the right side, up top. Shot from afar, hits Riedlinger. TC still unable to clear now from the right side point. Another shot in on net, deflected. Spinks finds it and holds on for the whistle with 41.8 left to go here in the game. 1:03 left to go in the minor penalty to Rican. Through all this, TC, according to the timekeeper, still on top with shots 27-24. Kelly with the faceoff for Team Colorado. Wins it to Huang in the corner. Now Kelly from the sideboard. She'll get it cleared and out and down the length of the ice. Brennick on the move. Will get there first. Traps it up in the corner now. Brennick with some room looking for Kelly. Kelly reaches, shot! Save made by the Admirals goaltender. Kelly still with it. Admirals goaltender without her stick. Egan throws one towards the net. Deflected just wide. Admirals goaltender able to recover her stick. Now the Admirals just killing time inside their own zone. Pushing back into the TC end. Threatening one last shot. That'll do it. Admirals take this one 4-1 over Team Colorado. Take away the offensive explosion in the second period by the Admirals. This was a pretty even game for both ends. That'll conclude the Minnesota NIT Showcase here for Team Colorado. Next up on the docket is a trip out to St. Louis for another showcase. 2 weeks from now, Halloween weekend. Traveling on Halloween, first weekend of November. We'll be back broadcasting live. Join us once more. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Doug was seeing St. Louis.
Yeah, you guys.
That was a good game.
Yeah, that was.
Those are the best.
Take away you guys that 3-goal explosion there. That was pretty good.
Those shots are like I think you guys were trying to back at it, but it was great.
Yeah, it was. That was a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.